Today I fucked up by insinuating that the girl I like looks like she does crack. If you're unfamiliar with women, that's something they're not a fan of, I've found out. So I figure, what better way to make myself feel better than going on the Today I Fucked Up subreddit. Today I fucked up and tits 14 years too late to fix? I'm sorry, you're talking about 14-year-old tits? That's fucking disgusting. Most of us have a name for our spouse or significant other. Yes, I typically call her my sweet little whore. When I... when I do have a woman in my life. Playing with Siri one day, I changed my wife's name on my phone to Tits McGee and never bothered to change it back. Obviously, when you change the name of someone on your phone, that name is associated with all the contact information for that person. Yes. So, even though my wife's name isn't a part of her email address, every time I'd email her, the name shown would be Tits McGee. And that's fine. I don't see the issue so far. For 14 years, I thought I was the only one that saw that. However, every email I've ever sent that had my wife copied on, the recipient saw Tits McGee every fucking email, including our daycare center. Holy shit. Could you imagine running that daycare center and then one day you get an email? Someone wants to enroll their kid named Tits McGee? And then the first time they come in, it's very nice to meet you, Mrs. Tits. Is Tits Jr. here? Where is she? I'd like to thank the wonderful team at Chuck E. Cheese event planning for pointing this information out to me in an extremely professional manner. Well, that's pretty nice. Shout out Chuck E. Cheese. It's crazy they're still legally allowed to let children gamble, but fuck it, start them young. That's what I always say. Whatever it is, start them young. Hook them on heroin early. Get them addicted, because one day they do it, and then one day they stop. Or they don't. That's builds character and the country in some way. So, yeah, I stand by that. Today I fucked up by mortifying my girlfriend after I nutted blood on her. Dude, that's like sex ed 101. Everyone knows you're not supposed to nut blood on people, you fucking idiot. Save that for a different day. I don't even know if I want to read this, to be honest. Today I fucked up by trying to bring my girlfriend breakfast in bed and destroying my body instead. That's a bar. That's actually a bar. My girlfriend and I just moved in together, and I had the brilliant idea to wake up early last weekend and make her breakfast in bed. Real wholesome shit. Yeah, that's pretty gay. I made pancakes, scrambled eggs, coffee, even warmed the plates like I saw in some Gordon Ramsay video. I was proud. Didn't know it was a thing. See, that's not something I do because I normally just put something in the microwave for so long that the plate just gets way too hot anyways. So I get everything onto a tray and start walking up the stairs. What I didn't realize is that our cat had left one of her little rubber mouse toys right on the third step. One of those tiny bastard ones that looks like lint until it's under your foot. I step on it, instantly lose my footing, tray launches, food is airborne. I go down like a sack of shit. Pancakes fly, coffee explodes out of my asshole. I hit the bottom of the stairs in a twisted pile of regret and syrup. Sounds like me after sex. My girlfriend runs out of the bedroom like she had just heard a home invasion. She finds me groaning and moaning on the floor. Oh, holding my wrist with a pancake stuck to my back like some kind of domestic violence shuriken. I tell her I think I broke something. That's actually the most relatable part. If I get hurt in any way, I just automatically tell someone that I've shattered a bone in my body. It's also a good tactic in case girlfriend or something tries to break up with you. They're like trying to do it, and then you just, you like hit the table and you're like, oh, I think I broke something. So then you have to go to the hospital, and then the conversation's delayed, and then you can stay in the relationship. So let's keep going. That's genius. We go to the ER. X-rays confirm fractured asshole or wrist. The nurse doesn't even react when I explain what happened. Just writes it down and moves on like she heard this exact story before, which honestly makes it worse. Why? That's seems pretty reasonable. They probably hear the craziest shit all day too, which is another video I want to make. Now my wrist is in a brace. My girlfriend has banned surprises of any kind, and the cat is still loose, presumably planning her next attack. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. Yeah, more like 10 out of 10, this is gay as fuck. This story sucks. There was no, like, what? You just fell down a flight of stairs like an old person. Like old people typically do. Whether it's for fun, we don't know. They love attention. They love attention. Trust me, I know. I've seen them, and they just fall for no reason. Like, oh, I was trying to take a shit, and I shattered my hip. You don't just do that. She probably had a fucking hammer in there. Idiot! No, I'm kidding. But I do think it's typically for attention. Old people do love attention because no one, you know, in the US, no one really cares about them. It's an unfortunate or reasonable thing that happens. Just kidding. Today I fucked up by forgetting I was on an Amazon family plan for years. And there's an not safe for work contact. Oh no. So I just got an email notification stating that I was removed from my Amazon family plan. I completely forgot that years ago, my sister and brother-in-law added me to their account as a teen, so I could mooch free Prime from them. The drink? No. Upon seeing this, I started getting a panic attack because I have made many spicy purchases on there. Talking hot sauce, I love some hot sauce. You remember when Drake put hot sauce in the condom? It's actually a pretty smart move. I'm gonna consider doing that. Things I know they don't want to know about their little sister. I quickly Googled to see if there's any chance they've been privy to these purchases, and there, plain as day it reads, yes, if you are a teen on an Amazon household account, your parents will be notified about your purchases because they need to approve them. Oh my god. They have to approve it? Did her parents approve that? Or is it just her sister and brother-in-law that approved these sex toys? God, that is so unholy. That is disgusting. What an absolute pig. I have like 4, though. My brethren in Christ, my sister has been approving every single purchase I've made for years. Ugh. God. The mundane ones, the questionable ones, the impulse ones, and the butt plugs. Everything. And she's never said one word about it this whole time. My last purchase made was 2 days before being notified via this email, and yes, it was a horny little devil purchase. I'm afraid that she finally got fed up with knowing this many intimate details about my life and finally decided to end it. But maybe, just maybe, it's a coincidence. I'm too afraid to ask. Oh, God, that's just... She has years of blackmail, and she's not used it? That's something I would have used against my... Ugh, I don't even want to... Ugh. Like, his sister probably approved a 12-inch dildo, you know? Knowing it's going to her brother, or whatever this person is. Could be anything these days. No. But seriously, it could be like a 14-inch dragon dildo, and she approved. Your own blood. Oh my god, look at this comment. This person says, several years ago when my kids were preteens and teens, I got them Kindle Fires. She started scrolling to see randomly one day, just out of curiosity to see what they're reading. And then she saw books with titles like Hot Cheerleaders, Dirty Jokes, Sexy Boobs. That's a true teen right there. I think the first thing I ever searched up was naked boobs on the internet. I think I put it into YouTube, to be fair. Didn't they? I swear I actually saw some on YouTube, but I remember typing that in. Naked boobs, hot woman, think boobs, naked, probably. You know, switch it up. Oh, I also typed in naked woman jumping jacks. I'm pretty sure, because I remember seeing a video of someone doing jumping jacks, and that was the entire video. Like, and that was one of the first things I saw. So that obviously left a mark. Now I have a kink for women doing jumping jacks. It's a real issue. Today I fucked up by getting a tattoo of my mom in a cat. God. Wow. Okay. Hello. That's disgusting, but let's see. My dad passed away a few months ago. Okay. It's not a great start, but here we are having fun. I was really close to him, and I miss him a lot. My dad had quite a few tattoos, but one of them I remember dearly. It was a pinup style tattoo of a lady in a Hawaiian skirt and coconut bra on his calf. I always liked that tattoo, even though it was pretty badly done. Most of the color vanished over the years, and I remember our dad letting us color in the tattoo with markers when he wanted to take a nap and keep us busy. It's not a bad idea. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. Well, they might be able to color in if it fades, but we'll see if I live that long. No. What the fuck? My mom always disapproved, and I never understood why until now. One day, about 2 weeks after he passed, I was walking around the city and came by a tattoo shop. One thing led to another. I walked out with the same tattoo as my dad. The artist did a great job at recreating the tattoo, and I was very happy. Until I got home and wanted to show my mom. My auntie was there, my dad's sister, and started laughing like crazy. My mom looked quite shocked. Not the reaction I was expecting at all. I didn't understand what's happening until my aunt told me, "Well, now you've got your mom on you forever. And a skimpy outfit. Great choice." Yuck. Long story short, my dad got this tattoo about a year after they started dating. She wore this outfit to a party, took a photo, and he got it tattooed a few weeks later. My mom always hated that tattoo. They almost broke up because, yeah, I was gonna say, that's crazy. You don't want to get tattoos of other people, like real people. It's fine to get some shit like this that's, you know, fucking could be anyone. But, like, imagine if you just get a tattoo of, like, I don't know, Neil deGrasse Tyson, and then, like, 5 days later, he turns into Hitler. You know what I mean? Like, kind of a crazy example, but you understand what I'm saying. Ooh, I like this. Today I fucked up. Wait, what? Today I fucked up by stopping to talk with a stranger, but it's not safe for work. So if you're at work, turn this off now. No, if you're this far, you should probably be fired. So today, I was biking home from work because the car I usually use, my parents, shout out to the old lady who T-boned it, is written off. Anyway, I stopped at a gas station to grab some ass or some snacks. Well, could be both. On the way out, a guy filling up his lifted Ram truck looked over and asked how my day was. That's never a good sign. I said, good, and then threw the question back to him. He also said, good. Friendly enough, right? Yes, that is typically, well, it's a little gay. I made a comment about how expensive gas is these days. Classic small talk. So how about those gas prices? Actually, that's funny. That's the first line I use at a bar to pick up women. It works 10% of the time. I made a comment about how expensive gas is these days. Classic small talk. And he hit me with, how does your bike fare in the snow? Odd question to be asking. I don't know if he's aware that people typically don't bike in the snow. I told him it doesn't really. It's a street bike with skinny tires, non-electric. Then out of nowhere, this dude just straight up says, "Get the fuck out of here before I stick my foot up your ass in 3 seconds." Holy shit, is this story about me? I'm so confused. Is it because he's riding a bike? I mean, I get it. Like, you see a biker and you kind of want to run them over, but you don't. You abstain from that activity. But one day, I thought he was joking. No. Asked him to repeat it, and he did. Same words, same expressionless face. Just dead serious. What the So I got on my bike and dipped after saying, "Have a good day," because I wasn't about to get curb stomped by some unhinged ram owner after a 12-hour shift. He kept shouting at me as I left. Thankfully, he didn't chase me. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like this guy just, every single bad encounter he's had with a biker, all boiled up to one point, to this exact moment, and he just snapped. He was just like, "How's it going?" And he's like, "Good. How about you?" He's like, "Good. How does that bike fare in the snow?" And the other guy's like, it's not really meant for that. It's just a normal bike. Like, it's not, you know, I'm gonna fucking kill you. Are you speaking to me? I don't really understand what, I'm sorry. I'm gonna fucking murder you. Right, you sound like my mother, to be fair. I hope you have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all. One piece of advice before I go. If you ever are having a panic attack, just fucking stop. You know? You idiot. Yeah, that's actually pretty good advice.